racing.com mini Swift. Sophia Dorego and after winning the free final, has been having everyone behind her go all kinds of different ways. Ben Mayer, her Nitro Kart teammate, starts alongside her on the front row. Bryce Sanders, Christian Miles, row 2. A very fast start. We'll get the green. Ben Mayer on the outside. A big head of steam to turn 2. Side by side for the lead. Mayer still side by side with Bryce Sanders. Big move for Bryce Sanders to P2. Christian Miles goes into third. They're side by side. For the most part, one long train. The RPRacing.com mini Swift on the racetrack. As they head down the backstretch for lap number 1, Sophia Dorego leads the way here in CRPRacing.com mini Swift. Your Comet car sales that time one winner. Leading big straight. Bryce Sanders right behind her in second. Christian Miles in third. Ben Mayer runs in fourth. Caleb Gaffera in fifth. Sam Corey in sixth. Sebastian NG seventh. Jorge Ortiz in eighth. Adam Brickley ninth. What a weekend it has been thus far for Sophia Dorego, with a lot of ups and downs, but for the most part on the racetrack, it has been up. The young lady still leads here out of the pole. Behind her, it is all kinds of different drivers trying to work their way forward. Ben Mayer now going to get a big push from Caleb Gaffera. Bryce Sanders trying to go to the inside of Sophia Dorego. He gets
should have seen that. Did you miss that move?
Miles,
I like what he
Miles
did. Yeah,
around the
good.
outside up to P2. Christian Miles on a comeback drive through the field after a poor qualifying effort. Partner Christian Miles just barely qualified inside the top 10. He had a great drive in the pre-final to work his way forward. Started on the outside of row number 2 for the main event. Christian Miles now up to position number 2. Sophia Dorego still leads though as Miles pulls up to the rear bumper down the back straightaway. Bryce Sanders runs in third. Here goes Ben Mayer right up to his rear bumper over to turns 1 and 2. Caleb Gaffera runs in position number 5. Sam Corey runs in 6th. Sebastian NG 7th. Then a little gap back to Adam Brickley. Jorge Ortiz. As they head over to turns 7 and 8 and into the carousel. A little bit of a breakaway up front. Christian Miles trying to create some separation from the rest of the field up to himself and Sophia Dorego. Successfully done it. Ben Mayer gets a big head of steam from Caleb Gaffera. They blow the doors off.
A little bit different there.
Number 15 Maverick entry. He falls in line right in front of the Bennick of Sam Corey. Down the backstretch, Sophia Dorego. Christian Miles under a lot of pressure. Ben Mayer, a big run, looking, not going to make the move there in turn number 1. Caleb Gaffera still pushing him up to the top 2 as Gaffera almost looks to the inside coming out of turn number 2 and 3. That lost all the ground they just made up to the top. Sophia Dorego, 3 or 4 car lengths gap back to second and third. Sophia Dorego leading the way here in the Nitro Kart number 3. A 4 car length advantage back to third and fourth. Caleb Gaffera and Benjamin Mayer down the back straightaway. Here, another big run, but this time not as much as before with Christian Miles getting a better job pushing Sophia Dorego around the racetrack. Dorego leads, but Ben Mayer closer this time than last time by. He'll pull up to within a car length of Christian Miles. But now without a dancing partner, he's starting to lose some time to the top 4. As Dorego leads Miles second, then it's Gaffera and Mayer fourth and third. It was a pretty chaotic sprint final here in Jacksonville. Now it's about to be a full-weight fight for the lead. Mayer and Guevara up to the rear bumper of Christian Miles by the end of the back straightaway. Mayer actually running really wide out of turn number 2. He gave up a good bit of time there. Ben Mayer now back by 4 car lengths up to Christian Miles. That'll be great. Jacksonville now been reeled in by the pack behind him, led by Adam Brickley. Out of the bowl, your race leader, Sophia Dorrego, has not seen a charge from anyone behind her to try and take over the top spot. And Christian Miles is fine with that. Still 6 behind the number 3 Nitro kart for now. Ben Mayer on the Nitro as well. J-Lo Guevara's Parallel entry runs 4th. Bryce Sanders is Maverick, P5. He's still holding on to the draft. Again, in the stage right now. Back alone.
Is he gonna duck in line with this new one, Jake?
Down the back stretch, change in the lead. Big time move for Benjamin Mayer. 2 for 1 down to turn number 1. He gets a big shove from Caleb Guevara, and Ben Mayer goes to the lead. Caleb Guevara's gone to second. So Dorrego got caught off guard like Christian Miles. An opportunity to push down the inside as well. Christian Miles to back up to P3 Dorrego. In one big move down to turn number 1, falls to 4th. And Ben Mayer leads for the first time this weekend. Ben Mayer has been sort of silent for the most part. He's been hovering on the outside edge of the inside of the top 5. But after a strong run avoiding the chaos in the pre-finals, he now leads the way in the main event. Caleb Guevara has been glued to the rear bumper of Ben Mayer as they both have cut their way up through the field. Christian Miles back to the bumper of Guevara now over to turn number 5. Back just a little bit. And turn number 6. Behind Dorrego, we'll find Bryce Sanders, the number 15 Atlanta Cardinals Maverick, holding on to the draft to the top 5, but he's losing a little ground now as the top 3 go bumper to bumper down to turn number 1. Nose to tail, no change in the lead. Ben Mayer and Caleb Guevara trying to break away. Christian Miles doing a fantastic job to hold on to them. By 1 driver in that on the back from the leaders. The 5-car battle for the top spot. Then about a 3 or 4 car behind them. That was Adam Brickley in the energy who's been able to work his way past the Fennec of Sam Corey. Sebastian N.G. Christian Ruddy 9, Sam and Brooks is 10. As down the front stretch, Caleb Guevara. Here he goes to the lead. Fully clear there by turn 1, and Christian Miles goes on through. Ben Mayer led for a few laps now. A big bobble out of turn number 3 going wide has allowed Sophia Dorrego to get to the bumper. 5 up to Christian Miles and Caleb Guevara. Miles and Caleb Guevara have both overcome their own forms of adversity in different aspects throughout this weekend. And now here in the final on Sunday, the final session on the weekend for the second round of the here in Jacksonville, it's a 2-car breakaway. Christian Miles and Caleb Guevara breaking away from your field, and it's a big gap now back to Benjamin Mayer. Ben Mayer over Sophia Dorrego. The young lady trying to push with her Nitro kart. Back up to the top. Right now, the coattails of them pulling him along. He's been close to pretty shot to hold on to the draft, but he still has not got a bump drafting partner to push him any farther up to battle. 6th place at the moment. Down the back stretch, Bryce Sanders this time. That one little mistake entering the bowl onto the back straightaway might have cost him some time. Whether he went wide or got a little sideways, not the best run, has unfortunately pushed Sanders out of the drafting distance. That one, however, has unfortunately really allowed the top 4 to pull away from Bryce Sanders. And with that separation in two-car tandem down the backstretch, Christian Miles and Caleb Gaffaro, 1 and 2. Behind them, Sophia Durego and Ben Mayer. Ben Mayer and Durego closing back up the rear bumper of Kart Sport North America's Christian Miles. Caleb Gaffaro, the privateer Paralympic driver, doing a great job here this weekend. 4 cars over to the front. Looking to the inside of Ben Mayer. She's going to try and go on her own now. Durego into position number 3, but not without a lot of lost time. Up just Caleb Gaffaro and Christian Miles. Miles takes a quick look over his shoulder. Heading down to turn 4 and 5. Miles will probably stay behind him. Lengthen that gap back to Sophia Durego. Durego needs Ben Mayer to get to the back step. Up to the top 2. But it doesn't look like Mayer got through as good as he would have liked to. Durego is still close. If he can latch on to your bumper of Christian Miles, he can still be in the hunt. But Miles getting a big gap now. A 4 to 5 car length advantage back to Sophia Durego. Ben Mayer and Bryce Sanders falling off the top 3 as Durego pulls up to the rear bumper. A good run through turns 2 and 3 with Sophia Durego back in the hunt for the lead. First number 5 down. 22 laps. BRPRacing.com mini Swift final. Caleb Gaffaro, Christian Miles, Sophia Durego have 4.5 laps to decide it amongst themselves here in Jacksonville, Florida for the second round, day number 2 of action in the WKA Winter Cup. Gaffaro not yet seeing a challenge from Christian Miles. He has been just on the bumper since moving Gaffaro up to the lead. Durego, on the other hand, after making this one, Ben Mayer will probably look to make another one. By Christian Miles, the question is not if, it is when the battling will begin. Here with the finals, that we may have to wait until the final lap down the back straightaway. So with 3 cars in it and 2 cars, well, here's Sophia Durego realizes that because of look. It's got a Christian Miles, but no drafting help makes it a little bit tougher, especially with Miles on the outside. It's in the slipstream of Caleb Gaffaro. Back in the north, right with half and Sanders into the 4th spot. All the way up to the lead, courtesy of some drafting help with Caleb Gaffaro. Down the backstretch, another one to the inside for Sophia Durego as they come to the line to see the double sticks in the air. 2 laps to go, and Caleb Gaffaro leads the way here in Jacksonville. Christian Miles runs in second. Sophia all picks through there for Christian Miles. The crash of the concrete bounced that over the one yard, and I don't know if that hurt the momentum enough to prevent him from making the pass. They have gone through, hard to tell. Caleb Gaffaro trying to lead still as they go on the back straightaway. It is Gaffaro up front. Oh, Durego again another look to the inside in turn 1. No move made. Christian Miles still in second. Caleb Gaffaro leads. White flag in the air. Gaffaro looking for his first win of the weekend. Miles looking to bring up the first point. Look from yesterday as they head over to turn 5 and 6. Still, Gaffaro leads the way. Through 7, 8, and they hit the ball for the final time this weekend. It's DRPRacing.com. Caleb Gaffaro down the back straightaway, just trying to hold on. Here comes Christian Miles down the inside with help from Sophia Durego. Christian Miles all the way to the lead in turn 1. They run wide. Caleb Gaffaro goes through to second, but Christian Miles wins on day number 2.
Oh, yeah. Holy cow.
Sophia Durego tries
Almost knocked me off the bleachers.